Good afternoon. My name is Adam Cleary. I'm here to present Bullion Bitcoin. Bullion Bitcoin is a physical gold to Bitcoin exchange that we have established here in London. So I think I'll just first say why would you want to do an exchange against gold bullion? I think it's just worth pointing out that Bitcoin was designed to mimic features of gold by design, hence the label digital gold. And both Bitcoin and gold are decentralized free market money that has no central issuer. They are accepted by choice, not by fiat. And critically, they are no one's liability. They are not promises. They are either there or they are not. Just looking at the features of money, gold is historically the ultimate physical store of value, no one's liability. And Bitcoin has proven to be a brilliant medium of exchange and unit of account to those of us, the true believers here especially. And I think that the combination of gold and Bitcoin remonetizes gold because it allows gold to be electronically transmitted globally. And in turn, gold creates a non-fiat, tangible monetary portal for Bitcoin. So I thought it was important to create a direct link between Bitcoin and gold bullion, rather than having to go through the fiat financial system. How does the exchange work? The guiding principle of the exchange is that assets should remain legally in the control of the customer. So taking it from the gold side, the customer starts by having allocated gold in their own allocated gold account, which is indisputably theirs. They then transfer it to our allocated gold account, where the gold is held on what's called a bailment basis, which means that it is not legally our asset, but rather continues to be the customer's, pending an exchange. They then carry out an exchange for Bitcoin through our site. We are doing a direct exchange, so we use our own, effectively, currency pair, XBT XAU, which is how much gold it takes to buy one Bitcoin. So we carry out the exchange, and then obviously they exchange and receive Bitcoin in what I call allocated Bitcoin, because this is Bitcoin that is held in a auditable, multi-signature Bullion Bitcoin secure wallet that we have designed, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. From there, they can withdraw the Bitcoin to their own Bitcoin wallet, but as it is multi-signature, as I've said, it requires approval. First, the customer requests the withdrawal and signs it, and then it has to be countersigned by an independent administrator. Not by me as exchange manager, but rather by an independent administrator. Just talking for a moment about the secure wallet that we've created. The wallet was built by Tomasz Blumer. He's at Bits of Proof. He's a brilliant Bitcoin software developer. Some of the significant features of the wallet that we've designed, it has 3 root keys, which are in individually worthless shares at physically detached locations. Bitcoin holdings in the wallet within Bullion Bitcoin are real-time auditable. It requires multiple signatures to transact. Everything is on-chain. So in order to transact in a fixing inside the exchange, the manager of the exchange, that is us, and the administrator both need to sign the transaction. In order to withdraw Bitcoin, as I said earlier, you need, again, multiple signatures, and that requires the customer first to initiate it and sign it, and the administrator to countersign it. And the Bitcoin is only withdrawn to a predefined Bitcoin address and not to any address. So there is a significant amount of manual processing and oversight in the system. If we just look briefly at a sort of example of our portal, of how it looks once you're inside the system, you can see, obviously, there's balances in gold and Bitcoin. You can see the functions, deposit, order, withdraw, which you press to do the different functions very simply. Just in terms of the real-time auditability, if you look at the Bitcoin balance shown there, we have the vault address, which is a secure vault address, starting with a 3, indicating a multi-signature Bitcoin wallet address. And if we then, what you can do then is you can either click on that link and it takes you to the blockchain, or you can copy and paste it to the blockchain, and then you can check that the address shown is in the blockchain has the same balance as the balance that you have in your exchange. So it is real-time auditable. If you doubt that your Bitcoins are there, you can go to the blockchain and check that they are there at that wallet address. Just talking a little bit about regulatory compliance, which is a subject a lot of people talk about. This exchange, Bullion Bitcoin, is UK-owned and UK-domiciled. The exchange manager is a regulated entity, regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, and the exchange manager is effectively managing AML, CDD, all the regulatory aspects, if you like, or anything that would be a regulatory aspect if Bitcoin were regulated. The administrator is also an independent third party. He's also regulated, they are also regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. They are what is called an authorized payments institution, which, if Bitcoin were a currency, if it were regulated, is what would be required in order to move currency around, is the permission that would be required. Withdrawals, as I've said, require multi-signature, and the customer has control over it. Effectively, the customer has a say in the withdrawal. The customer doesn't have to ask the bank for permission to have his money back. The customer says, I want it back, and the counter-signature is there effectively as a security measure by the independent administrator, not by the exchange manager. We have, I believe, as far as you can, client money segregation. We have 100% allocated gold in allocated account, in a vault. It's physical, it exists, it's there. Yes, it can be withdrawn. Yes, it can be taken away. And we have what I call allocated Bitcoin, because we have our multi-signature wallet, which is identifiable and auditable against the blockchain. Legally, the gold and the Bitcoin are held on what a bailment basis, so it never becomes an asset of the exchange. We never have a pool. We're not running a ledger. Everything is done on the blockchain, not off the blockchain. We have no US persons and no fiat. And here are some of the new features we're introducing: an escrow account to ensure counterparty performance, and we are extending the range of locations in which you can deposit and withdraw gold bullion. So our aim is to create a global exchange network for gold bullion versus Bitcoin. And that is Bullion Bitcoin. Thank you very much.